Welcome back to another episode of TVGP's We Roguelike, at the show we play every roguelike in history. I'm your host, Boston. Joining me as always is Moonpier and Louise.
Howdy. You want to say hello? No? Okay.
Yeah. We're here to talk week 3 of Curse of the Dead Gods. Man, I had a week this week where every run I did was like, all right, this is going all right. This is going all right. Hit about room 4 or 5, like 5 or 6. Nope, that's my run is over. That's it for this run. Great.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's
This game is hard.
yeah, and it's interesting because coming off of Ironcast, this game's super easy. No big deal. Also, super thank you to I don't have YouTube up right now, but someone in our YouTube comments wrote and said that apparently the Ironcast devs put out a patch a while ago that made the game like twice as hard, which makes a lot of sense because they were also looking up some of the stuff where it's like, how do you beat the final boss? And people were like, it only has like 400 health. Like, what's the big deal? And we're like, oh, that is not our experience.
Okay, so now we know why it was so hard.
Yeah. So coming off of that, Curse of the Dead Gods, super easy. I just hack and slash and shoot a bunch of skeleton, zombie, mages, wizards.
Things. There's
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah. But like, I feel like with every roguelike that you play, and I feel like this is the part where people fall off of a roguelike, which I 100% understand. Sometimes you just have like a string of bad days. It's not even like, oh, I had a bad run, or like every run I did today was bad. But you have like 4 or 5 days in a row where you're like, am I the worst at every video game ever? Am I just not gonna finish another game for the rest of my life?
100%. Like, that's the biggest annoyance about roguelikes for me. It's like,
Yep.
it's one of those things where you have to, if you are a fan of roguelikes, you know you're going to hit the wall.
Yeah.
And you know you have to power through that wall. You have to Hulk smash through that thing to be able to even stand a chance of getting towards end game content.
Right.
Which, it's weird to say, roguelikes have end game content, but they do.
Well, and I feel like that's where a bunch of people give up, or when they bust through the wall, either through like upgrading the sort of meta stuff, where it's like, you're in this game, you're using the crystal skulls to kind of upgrade stuff around from run to run, or you have like that one really great run where like all the stuff you've been learning kind of clicks. I feel like that's when people say like, oh, well, I just got it. RNG helped me and I got a really good run. And of course, that's why I did well. I was like, also, you probably played like 25 hours this week, so you're kind of better at the game. And that's a good thing.
That's the hardest balance to strike with roguelikes. It's what is RNG, what is skill, and can you make a game like it's something Isaac does okay with.
Mm-hmm.
But in general, it is one of those things where it's like you have to have a good balance of both.
Yep.
You know, you have to be able to, even with the worst rolls possible, when you get good, you will be able to beat the game, which comes with time.
Yeah. I mean, that's why when you and I play Isaac, like 9 times out of 10, we're probably going to win whatever run we're going to do, even if it's pretty bad, because we know all the enemies, we know all the items, we know all the synergies. Like you have that, your flow chart is fully filled out. It's not anymore because the most recent expansion changed literally everything. Which is fun in its own way. But like, when you look at a game you're learning and you have that moment of like, oh, cool, I went into a room. I've never seen that enemy before. This is the room I'm going to die in. It's like when it's like when you first start playing rock band, and you're like, this song is super easy, and then like, 2 seconds later, this just field of notes in front of you is the guitar solo, and you're like, well, that's where the song ends. All right, cool. Like, I feel like that's the week I had the guitar solo week of roguelikes where it's like, okay, cool. I'm sort of learning a lot, just bashing my face into a brick wall, and I didn't get my way through it.
Yeah, I attempted a couple more of the challenges, which were horrifically difficult.
Mm.
Um,
I keep
but
forgetting to look at those.
they get me a lot of like crystal skulls. So
Yeah,
there we go.
yeah,
So I think I've upgraded like my braziers at the beginning now to be like, I think I've got 3, and I'm just
nice.
saving up for the increase on tier. Like, so I'll start out with at least one of them. I think will be like a blue rating.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
Oh,
I really like it when games do that. Like, you have that reward of, yeah, maybe I have fallen on my face in the third room in every run this week, but I've made some sort of currency to improve either my next run, or I'm like maybe 2 or 3 failed runs until I can get like an orange pistol every once in a while at the very beginning. Um,
mhm.
that's that like meta progression that I really really like in a lot of these. Um, I think that's why I was really clicking with Neon Abyss a lot, and why I revisit that every once in a while, because it's like, yeah, even if I don't beat the second boss, I still made a bunch of stuff, and I can go use that to progress somehow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I like that.
yeah.
It's fun, but this game is definitely a very difficult game.
Yeah.
Like, it's weird because it feels like it ramps it up. Like it's easy really, really early on, but then
Hmm.
the second you start tallying up those curses, if you just get 1 or 2 bad curses, you are done.
Yeah, like the one from last week where I'm like, oh, enemies spawn other enemies. It's like that. This sucks. This is real bad. This isn't going to go anywhere. I'm sure, like, if I put 1,000 hours into it, it's like, oh, cool. Now I can get double. They probably drop gold or whatever. So like now, oh, cool. Now I can get double gold. This is great. But at the beginning, it's like, I don't want this at all. My God, what's
Well,
happening here? Yeah, I do like this game. I feel like it's sort of landing at a time where I don't have a lot of time to play stuff in general. So
mm,
it's the amount of time I have with it is fairly low, but thankfully that's not the game's fault. Um, and it's great that it's on Game Pass if anyone wants to play along with us. All right, any final notes here?
no, it's a fine game so far.
Yeah,
I'm
I,
not
I
bringing up the H game. Yeah.
right,
Wait. Hold on. Phrasing on that
right,
one. I'm not bringing up the Super Giant game.
yes,
This
right.
week. But yes,
Uh,
it's a solid thing so far.
it's one of those ones that I feel like I wouldn't recommend it as a first roguelike, but if you like the genre, it's one of those where it's like, yeah, give it a shot. Like it has some cool ideas, it has a great art style, it feels great to play, but it's not one of those ones where uh it's an absolute recommendation, but like, yeah, check it out. It's on Game Pass, and it's a cool thing. It's a cool game. And with that, that's our episode this week. And we'll see you all next run. Bye.
Bye.